Hi everyone, it's Sophia here from Zen Guidance. Welcome to my channel and welcome to today's pick a card reading. So the question today is it truly over with your special person? So just take a moment to think about that person. Clear your mind, take a deep breath with me if you like, breathing in. Hold for a moment. Exhale, release. Okay, so now you're in a nice calm state. Close your eyes. Think about that person. Picture them. And then when you open your eyes, what is your gut feeling telling you? Who's the first? Which pile is the first one that jumps out at you? Okay, so I'm going to get to the pile numbers here. So maybe you might be drawn to a number. So we have pile 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay, so once you've made your decision, you can go to the description box below where you'll find the timestamps. Okay, and if you would like a personal reading or an extended version of this reading, then you can go also to the description box where you'll find all of the payment information there. I've only got around 2 spaces left for the next week or so. It's all going a bit crazy obviously at the moment. I'm having to think about my in-person readings and how to be safe, so maybe more spaces for video readings will come up depending on what goes on. Hopefully won't have to isolate, but we shall see. Anyway, I will stop rambling on. I know I always say that and I always ramble. Well, maybe it's not even rambling, see, so that's rambling though. Okay, enough. Okay, thank you so much for being here, and let's get to your reading. So we're going to start with pile number 1. Okay, so group 1, we have the Mystic Mondays Tarot deck. So, is it over with your specific person? Is it truly over, or is there hope? I have pre-shuffled the cards. I always clear the energy in the deck. I do also ask Palo Santo, and I use my little Tibetan singing bowl to cleanse the energy, and I will be doing a little sound bowl cleanse at the end of this video. That's what I was meant to say earlier. Just so you know, if you'd like that and you feel like you need a bit of grounding, then you can click onto the sounding bowl, God, I can't talk, timestamp in the video. Okay, so the first card we did have fly out is the Magician reversed. Okay, so let's see what else is coming up for you, group 1. Okay, 7 of Wands. Oh, doesn't want to go in. The Empress reversed. Okay. One more. Okay, so I do see with the 3 of Swords here, it's like somebody's starting to get over something that was really painful. So whether this was you or this was them, but there was definitely some heartbreak that happened. Okay, and I feel like somebody was playing games. It was definitely a level of somebody not being honest, maybe using their powers for bad. Okay, so maybe they're a person that's very charming. Somebody who knows how to sway with their words and with they just, I don't know. I don't get a good sense about that, to be very honest with you. And with the Empress reversed, I just don't feel like this is a nurturing kind of relationship. I feel like, being honest, if you wanted to, you could triumph, okay, with the, can't pick it up. With the 7 of Wands here, I feel like if you really wanted this to work, it'd be a fight, okay? But I feel like you could make it work. But I don't know, I'm just getting some bad energy here. I really am with these 2 cards and this one. It's like I'm feeling like they have broken your heart in the past and they've really hurt you. And it's taken you quite a long time to get to a place where you feel emotionally stable and you feel like you're on top of things. Okay, so I feel like you're coming from quite a strong place. And, you know, that maybe you've understood, you've been dealing with somebody who's maybe a bit of a player, is not the most grounded or committed. And it doesn't feel like a very nurturing situation. I just need some water. Okay. Oh, come back to that if it comes out. Okay, what do we have? Adjacent possibilities. Strategy. I feel like this one. Action. Okay. So I feel like there's definitely a few ways that you could wangle this in your favor. And I feel like it just doesn't feel very good to me, because I feel that in order for this to work, if you'd have to really strategize. And maybe even this is where some manipulation comes in. It's like you could manipulate this to work or to make this happen by taking that action and seeing things from, I don't know, from a different level. Okay? I don't even know. That doesn't even make sense to me as I say it. But it doesn't feel like there's a lot of heart, to be quite honest with you. I don't feel much emotion. I feel like it's like somebody wants to win here. It's like somebody's just wants to win at the relationship. So it feels like it's very much a power play between the two of you. It doesn't feel like it's, I don't know. I don't want to say it's not loving, but that's okay. Well, I said it. Okay. I don't feel the love so much here. Or certainly, you know, if you're the one that, if you're feeling, you are feeling like you're very much in love with them. I'm just getting, it's not, I think it's a passionate love with the wands here. Could be dealing with a fire sign here, but there's not much else. Okay, but I'm going to see. Let me see what else is going on here. And I do feel like somebody's chasing after someone else. I've just got that from here. Actually, now I feel like somebody is chasing after the other one and somebody else is just running away. Somebody's getting further away. So I don't know whether this is you chasing them or them chasing you. But there is definitely a chase going on here. And again, I feel like you're kind of very different people. Like you seem like polar opposites to me in a lot of ways. And maybe that's in some ways why it didn't work, or maybe that's why you felt it did work. But again, it just feels like this is very logical, and like you're thinking about this in a very logical way, and what, you know, physical actions can you take to either win with them or just win in general. Like I just feel like there's point scoring going on. You know, that may resonate for some of you, it may not for others. I have no idea. This is a very strange reading, I have to say. I've not come across one like this before, so I'd be interested to know how it resonates. Okay. Okay, so we have the Chariot reversed, could be dealing with a Cancer. And the Knight of Pentacles also reversed. Okay. I really do feel like somebody's really running away from this. Somebody is like, no, I am out of here. Okay? So, you know, you'll know if this is you or if this is them. And I feel like somebody's just moving in a different direction. And I think it's like this person here is bored. Okay? I think they get bored very easily when it comes to relationships. And their heart, I think that they can lose interest in things. And so, you know, I wouldn't take this to heart. Okay? I feel like this is the way that they are with everything or everyone, and it's maybe, I feel like either their heart or their throat chakra seems blocked. Look at the blues and the greens we have. So it's like they run away from confrontation and communication. If things get hard or they're not, that they get bored, they run, because in some ways they're afraid of commitment, and maybe due to some past trauma or past pain that they've gone through in their life. And I think the second they either sense that something's going wrong, it becomes too sort of mundane, they up and they walk. And I just feel like that's why this situation is halted at this time. Like I said, reverse the energy if that makes more sense, if that's you that feels like this. I am getting more the sense that it's them, okay? And they're a person that they're just not very grounded. They don't feel maybe secure in themselves. And it's like, because they're always looking for the grass, they always think the grass is greener on the other side. And that's the kind of mentality they have. I feel like there's somebody that has itchy feet, and they're always off to explore something new. And it doesn't mean it's necessarily another person, but I don't know, it's like they have to keep going. So whether even that they're moving away, or they're going traveling, or they're doing something where they have to be sort of away from you. Okay. So truly, should you move on? Would it be best for you to move on away from this person? The World. Knight of Swords reversed, and the Moon reversed. Okay, and I'm going to ask one more question and then we'll delve in. Will they change their mind and come back towards you? Because I feel like you want to know that, and I don't know why, but more than likely do. If you're even watching this video, you've got a level of interest in them. So let's see, will they come back? Will they change their mind and come back towards you? See, did you see? Yeah, you saw that. It did fly out, and seeing, sometimes I just need to leave them out. Trust my gut. 7 of Pentacles. Okay, so that's twice that came out. Okay. Okay. Interesting. So I feel like this is a little bit of Sod's Law at play, but I feel like they're going to come back in, and then you're not going to be receptive to them. Okay, I think they'll come in with something emotional, but I don't think it's going to be for some time, because I feel like at the moment they're not willing to put any work into it. Okay, I just don't feel like they're ready to put the work into it anytime soon. And I feel like, if they came back in now, in some ways you'd be more receptive to them, but I feel like maybe it's going to take some time, and then they'll come back in, and then you'll be like, nah, you're all right, mate. You just won't be interested because you've taken the time, you've moved on away from them, and then in turn you've gotten bored with them. Okay, because I feel like here with the World, I think that you're starting to see things in a different way, and like that you have the world at your fingertips, and or the world at your feet, rather, that was the saying. And there's an array of possibilities for you in life, and so many different roads that you can take. And I think that you see this person for who they are, and that they can be harsh, with their words. And I feel like you almost want to give them a piece of your mind. I think you want to just kind of open up and reveal how much that they've hurt you with the Moon reverse as well. I feel like you want to open up emotionally, but I just feel like you want to go about it in maybe not, I don't want to say not a nice way, but in a sort of more straightforward, to the point. You want to cut the bullshit, basically. Okay, and then I feel like once you've done that, you'll be able to move on, truly. And I think that that's what you'll do. Okay, but of course you have free will. It's up to you, what you choose to do with this situation. I mean, if you really wanted to wait out for this person, you could wait out, but at the same time, your vibration then changes. So, if this is where you have to be careful with tarot. And I'm just going to say it, I'm not going to beat around the bush, but after this reading, for instance, if you now think, okay, he's coming back, okay, or she's coming back, and they're going to come in and offer me something emotional, your vibration could be off. And then if you then decide to change and try to win them round or get them to come in sooner, this could all very much change completely. Your actions will change, obviously, the outcome. But if you have the vibration of, you actually decide to move on and go, do you know what? Okay, comfortably, I know they're going to come back one way or the other. Exes always tend to anyway, at some point or another. So if you can settle in yourself and be happy that, okay, they will come in at some point, and I can then choose whether I want to let them in or not. Because then if you decide to put your time and your effort into something else, into your work or career or your passion projects or your family, friends, whatever the hell it is that you do, they will see that. And then naturally they will be drawn to you because, again, you've lifted your vibration and you're in a good place. They'll be able to sense that neediness. They can sense desperation. We all can. Even if we can't put our finger on it, we can sense it, okay? And then we tend to run away. Okay, and I feel like that's what they're doing now. And I think that they're probably an air sign, Aquarius, Libra, or Gemini, or they have some air in their charts because, that's what air signs tend to do. They move with the wind. They can be very flighty in some ways, which can be ultimately very, very attractive. And it's not that they are flighty people. It's just that that's the literal air about them. They can just carry things off. They can feel things very deeply. And they see things in a very unique way, which is, again, what makes them so attractive. So, it doesn't matter whether they are or they're not. It's either way, there's something that draws you into this person. So you just need you could be strategizing yourself at this time, making other plans and movements. Maybe stop planning with them, stop planning how you can get them back, what you can do, how you can win them round again, and start planning for your future and all of the possibilities that you have to offer the world. There's so much that you have. I feel like you've got a lot of power, and I think you've got a lot of beautiful ideas for yourself. So I think if you continue on that road and take action, and try and put this person in the back of your mind, ultimately, if you're going to be together, you will be together. Okay. Wow, okay, I've really gone on a tangent there, so I hope that made sense and resonated. And if it did, I'd love to know how it did, so please feel free to leave me a comment and give this video a like and subscribe to my channel if you'd like to see more content from me. Thank you so much for watching Group 1, and I hope you have a lovely rest of your day. Okay. Oh yes, and if you would like a personal reading, please feel free to look in the description box below for all of the information there. Beautiful. Okay. Moving on to Group 2. Just need some water. Okay, Group 2. What's going on with this person? Okay. Should you give up hope? Is it really over? Okay, Queen of Swords. King of Swords. Nine of Swords reversed. Oof, really could be dealing with an air sign here, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. Okay, but that's a lot of sword energy going on here. I feel like you're both being quite stubborn. To put it honestly, I feel like you're both very stubborn. And I'm getting a very much mirroring sense from the two of you, and almost like you're kind of, when you're together, you're like a power couple. You exude this intelligence. You both know how to communicate, but equally you both know how to not communicate when you don't want to. I definitely am getting this stubborn vibe from the two of you. Okay, Four of Wands. Whoa. 8 of Swords. The Empress. Okay. So, well, this is very interesting here. I mean, we have the 4 of Wands. I mean, this really signifies marriage, a strong commitment, you know, a gathering, a party, you know, a celebration of people uniting. I mean, this is a really beautiful, positive cards to receive in this reading. You know, especially it being in the upright, I don't know, that's a really beautiful thing. Okay, we'll come back to that in a moment there. But with the 8 of Swords, there is definitely a level of feeling trapped. Somebody's feeling trapped in this situation. I mean, there's just so much sword energy, so I feel like maybe you could both be swords, or both be an air sign, or one of you could potentially be a fire sign. And with the Empress here, I feel like somebody here is very loving, nurturing, and open, and wants to nurture this relationship and bring it to the point where it's, you know, committed in a marriage or a conventional type of situation. But yeah, definitely somebody is very scared, and I'm feeling like neither of you are really being that honest. I think you're both kind of in denial here. Okay. Oh, sorry. Just let this my tripod thing, and I just whacked it and it went flying. Always learning. Okay, so is it really over? Okay, that's the root chakra, first chakra reversed. Caring connections. Man holding a coin. Wow. So I would say, I would say that no, it's not over. I really don't think it's over with this person. I see that there was definitely some darkness here. So one or both of you have gone through a depression, some anxiety, some sleepless nights, maybe having nightmares. And I feel like physically as well, I feel like somebody isn't doing very well in their physical body. You know, the root chakra can relate to the bones, the muscles, so all of the, you know, the things that make you stable. You know, the skeleton keeps you held up, and I'm not going to go into all the depths of that, but you know, could be having some lower back pain, or having to have acupuncture, depression. I'm really feeling like somebody's not feeling very safe and secure in their physical body, but it also could be their, you know, their work situation, their career, their financial situation. They just don't feel in a safe and secure place right now. So again, I'm not, you know, this could be you or this could be them, you know, take what resonates. Okay. But like I said, there's a lot of anxiety within this relationship, and maybe because of this lack of feeling safe and secure in some way, is what's driving the cause for no communication. I feel like one or both of you is scared of telling the other something that the other then will leave. But I do see, I mean, this is such a beautiful card. Okay, this really represents a pure love. You know, like a love that has been built over time, and like I said, it's caring. And it's really beautiful. There's adoration between two of you, and it's just a really kind love. I just really love this card to symbolize like a happy relationship. It's maybe not always the most fiery or intense, or, you know, maybe it is as well, but I feel like with this means it's like true love. It's like soulmate love. It's like the purest kind. So I feel like there is a level of really caring about each other. Okay. And then with the man holding a coin, I do feel like whoever is the person that's going through these either health issues or their financial issues. Things are going to take a turn for them, okay? And things are going to start to improve financially. Certainly things are going to improve, which then I think is going to set things off. And maybe this is something where maybe they feel like, okay, now we can get married. Now maybe we can have a child, because you're in the right state financially and health-wise, okay? But there is definitely fear here, okay? Fear is such a big thing that's coming out for me. But I would say, there is, like I said, a lot of love between the two of you. Okay, what do we have? Yeah, look, Ten of Swords reversed as well. So there's definitely a lot of past darkness and depression. But I really do see that it's done. It's completed. It's over, okay? But it's like it just kind of seeps in a little bit. It's hard to be able to let go of it, because I feel like somebody is really thinking about the past, okay? And is thinking and is worried about getting back to this place, okay? So maybe with health and the finances, or depression, the mental health side of things, I feel like they are scared of going back to that place, because they've come on so far. And I think that's maybe the worry, and maybe why they're not communicating at this time, or you're just really unsure as to what's going to happen between the two of you, and whether this is ever going to work out again. And I think now that things are left in the past, I feel like at the moment they're just in a place of thinking. They're thinking deeply, and they think about the past, but they also think about the future. They think about your future together, but they just want to make sure all of the past stuff is really in the past, it's done, so that you two can come together. Okay, Death reversed, exactly. Transformation. Could be dealing with a Scorpio here, but this is an old habit, or just missing an opportunity of something to go badly again. It's thinking about, look how the darkness is below. It's below the surface here. So yeah, there's a lot of darkness underneath going on here in this situation, or with this person, I feel like. And I think there's you here as well. I don't feel like this is just all them. I think that you've got some darkness here too. I mean, we all do, we all have something from our past, something dark inside of us, and there's nothing wrong with darkness. There's always going to be darkness. Where there's light, there is dark. There is shadow. And sometimes we need to get into our shadow selves to be able to grow and to learn and to thrive. So, but I think this person's certainly scared, and I think you are as well, of going back to this place that you don't want to be in. Okay. Yeah, third chakra, Archangel Michael reversed. So there's definitely a lack of confidence and a lack of personal power at this time, and lack of confidence in this relationship and this situation to really work, and I'd say that's the major issue between the two of you. It's not that there isn't love, it's not that there isn't commitment, it's just, I think there was something, there was some shaky ground between you, and it's something that really shook you both to the core, and it's shaken your beliefs in each other and your beliefs that this could work. But like I said, I feel like so much of this is now in the past, and you've worked through it all, and I just think that you still need to continue to work individually, and then you can definitely come together. I'm seeing that with the Four of Wands there, but in order for that to happen, you need to let go of the fear, and they need to let go of it too. And then I feel like this will then become a very nurturing and beautiful relationship, like I feel like it started out. I feel like this was you two in the beginning. I feel like you really adored each other, and you felt so strongly about each other, and then it just kind of all went a bit awry, and I feel like you can get back to that place, but once you understand that you can leave that darkness behind, and also understand that it's okay to be afraid of the dark and to be afraid of it coming back, but also to know that you've pulled through it one time. That means you can do it again, okay? We can't always avoid the dark, unfortunately. It's just part of life. But God, I'm scared of it too. We're all scared. I don't ever want to get to another dark place. It's, but you sometimes can get to this point of feeling, you know what, I have been in a dark place, and okay, I'm in a dark place today. It doesn't mean I'm going to be in a dark place tomorrow. You know, things can change so rapidly, and I do see a change here as well. I've seen the number 5 a couple of times in this reading, so 5s represent that change. So I think things are going to start to shift and move for you. I do feel like pulling healing or an angels and ancestors card for you, group 2. Let's see. Sage, be devoted and committed. One more. Lord, take charge with authority. Wow. Yeah, I think that's really strong. Like, if you want this to happen, then you need to be strong and you need to take charge, okay? You need to put in just, you know, the same effort level that they are, and vice versa. Like, you both need to stop being so stubborn, and you both need to really reveal your fears to each other, you know, because I do see, like, with the be devoted and committed, this really does have the potential to be a long-lasting commitment. Okay, there's so much earthy energies coming through here as well, so it could be dealing with an earth sign, you know, but earth signs in particular tend to be some of the most committed of the signs, and when they really find their person, they stick with them. So whether or not you are an earth sign or not, I feel like you're both very committed type of people, and that's, you know, some things that you really value in each other and you really respect and appreciate. But this is all about taking action, and almost like preparing to fight, but, you know, it's like preparing to just reveal and be prepared that you might not enjoy the conversation or enjoy, you know, the journey to make this work with them. But if you really want it to, I feel like you have to, because if you don't sort of take this opportunity now to be honest with them, it may never happen again. And I do see this, you know, it's such a beautiful connection between you. So if you're both able to sort of come to a place, you know, somebody has to make that first move. And why not let it be you? If you want it to be, it's totally your choice, of course. But, you know, if you really want this person that badly and you're both in a stubborn place, then, you know, just do it. Just open up and watch how they then in turn open up to you, and you can move on with or without your fears. Okay. So I'm going to leave this reading there for you, group number 2. Thank you so much for watching. And if you enjoyed this, I'd love to know how you did. So leave a comment as to how it resonated, like the video, and subscribe to my channel if you'd like to see more video uploads from me. Okay, and if you'd like a personal reading, you can go to the description box below where you'll find all of the information in there. Okay, and if you'd like to stick around for the Tibetan singing bowl sound cleanse, there is a timestamp for it, but you can go to the end of the video where I'll just cleanse the space with the sound, and it'll just get you into a nice relaxed state so you can process and move on with your day. Okay, group number 3. Just need some more water. Okay, group 3 with the Tarot del Fuego. Okay, let's see. Sorry, my rabbits are making some noise. Be quiet. Just so you know, they're always like rustling the cardboard or something, or chewing on it. They seem to come alive when I'm reading. Okay, so let's see group number 3. Okay, so we have the Justice card reversed, dealing with a Libra, 5 of Pentacles, and the King of Swords. Okay, so, and this isn't this is looking quite painful, okay? This is a painful reading, okay? So I think you're definitely going through a time of feeling rejection and feeling like things have not worked out the way that you wanted them to. You don't feel like it was fair or it was just. And I feel like you feel like you were cut down, almost, you were cut down with words. Someone was, I feel like maybe they ended it in a really harsh way. And it's really shaken you to your core, and you feel completely left out in the cold and rejected and hurt. Yeah, not nice. Okay. Should you give up or should you move on? Is this connection worth your time? Strategy. The world reversed. Healer of the ages reversed. Okay, I feel like one more. Okay, 2 came out. What do we have? Okay, so we have appreciation, and then we have the 4th chakra, okay, reversed. So this is definitely, like I said, this is a painful reading with the heart chakras blocked here, or it's underactive. This is not good, okay? I feel like this person causes you a lot of pain. And I feel like you look at them and you really appreciate them. Like, I feel like they're maybe very good looking, they're beautiful to look at, and they've got a lot of beautiful qualities that really draw you in. And I feel like you just, like, I don't know, I just see you almost on your knees crying and like looking at them, begging. And whether you actually did that, it doesn't matter whether you did or not, or whether you're in your mind, you're just there and you're crying and you're sobbing for them, because you just look at them as this almost beautiful piece of artwork. I see, it just came through, but it's not a very grounded or healing connection. I mean, with this reversed here, it's like they just hurt your soul. Okay, they hurt your soul, and it's like I feel like they've sent you backwards, on your healing journey, and they've just made you feel really badly about yourself. They've made you question yourself, and I feel like you're in this time of strategizing and how you can change yourself, maybe to be the person that they want, or how you can win them back around. I just definitely see a lot of calculating going on, and it might be for some of you that maybe you are trying to work on yourself and working to heal from the situation. But I'm feeling more strongly that you're still very much in with this person. Like, you're in, but your world is turned upside down. Okay, so I feel like emotionally you're still there. You're still there, and I feel like you're really pining for them. Okay, and I think you're thinking about them a lot. Okay. Okay, 3 of Wands. The Empress reversed. Knight of Swords. Okay. I just feel like you look at them like, it's like you watch them walk away. I'm really getting strongly that they walked away from you, and they just left you completely brokenhearted. And I don't know, I just feel like you're shattered in pieces right now, and I feel for you. I really do, pile 3, and because I think this has been one of the most hurtful things you've ever been through here, and I feel like you just want to come in you know, you really want them back, and I think that you would do anything you could, and I think that's why you're so very much up in your head, and maybe you're trying to reach out to them at this time and not feeling like you're really getting anywhere, because I feel like with them, you know, they're looking at something else. There could be somebody else involved here, but at this moment I couldn't say. I'm not really sensing that as much, but I'm definitely getting that they're looking at something else or someone else. They're just like, and they've walked away, like I said, and they've just kind of left you in the lurch. And you know, maybe even, you know, you have children together. There's always pregnancy, very strong pregnancy vibe that I get coming through here with this card. So you could be pregnant. I hope not, you know, that not that you're not pregnant, but they haven't sort of walked away from you in this moment, or you have a baby, you know, a child together, or, you know, even that maybe you've just built something, you built a solid, what you thought was a solid relationship and a solid foundation together, and, you know, they've just walked away and left you in the lurch and left you in a really hurt and awful place. Okay. Gosh. Okay. So let's just clarify, is it really over with this person? Is it over for good with this person? Ace of Cups, Knight of Wands reversed, and then the Four of Wands. Oof. Okay. I feel like for the time being it is okay. With the Ace of Cups, it's like there's not enough love there on their side at this moment, and I feel like they're maybe in a manipulative place. They're looking towards different things. They're not grounded or secure or safe right now. They've got so much going on in their mind and in their life. They're just not interested. However, we have the Four of Wands here, which is commitment, relationship, marriage, okay, which is crazy almost after all of this. However, you know, who knows how long it might be until it gets to this place, okay? But there is definitely a potential for you two to actually get together and to make it work and to get married and to, I don't know. Yeah, that's what I'm getting. Let me just clarify that. I love that. You just never know how things are going to turn. So sometimes that's why you have to keep watching. Okay. Let's clarify the Four of Wands for me, please. Seven of Pentacles. And one more. Knight of Swords. Or Knave of Swords, sorry. Okay. So I do feel like things are going to take a turn. Okay, so at the moment it feels awful. It feels horrendous. Okay. But I do think, I feel like it's going to be you that either you have reached out to them or you're about to reach out to them again, like something just compels you to reach out to them, and then you just get nothing back and you feel like you haven't won. You know, they just don't give you anything loving in return, you know, which in turn I think maybe this lights a fire under you, okay? Lights a fire under you to do something else and to move on away from them, you know. And then with this, you know, we've got this commitment card here, and I feel like it's like you start to work at this harder, and maybe you decide, okay, let's give this another go, let's move in, let's be a couple, and then you decide to, okay, let's just go for it, and, you know, keep working together at this relationship and just keep trying and keep communicating, okay? It's strange. I feel like I need one more there. That wasn't the one. I was going to pull another one, but I just was compelled to pick that one up. Okay, the Chariot then reversed. Okay, could be dealing with a Cancer. I think it's still going to be a bit of a rocky road for you, not going to lie. I think that it may go a little bit up and down, with you two. You could sort of, like I said, get married or move in together or start something new. You know, and I think then you feel like you build something that is more solid, but then something then again sort of halts you back. So I don't think, or potentially it could go very slowly. I don't feel like it's going to be so rushed. But we also have the Three of Cups here, which is a real celebration card. So that really confirms to me that, you know, you two could end up coming back together and really working on this, building something beautiful and celebrating something beautiful with your friends and family, and other people, you know. So I think this could really be a lovely ending for you with this person, which I just was not expecting at this point, but I think I'm catching you in this moment where it's all very fresh, it's very new. That's what I'm getting. It's like this is all probably happened fairly suddenly or recently, you know, so you're very much in this going through this very healing place right now, where you're maybe sort of not feeling so good, you know, all of these things that I said in the beginning, you know, but like I said, things will start to take a turn. You may reach out to them, they may reach out to you, and then it just doesn't feel like it works anymore, and then, you know, you both go on your own separate journeys, and then in some way you come back together, okay? But that's just beautiful. Love that. Okay, I'm so glad that turned out so nicely. I hope you did enjoy this, and if it resonated with you, I'd love to know how it did, so please feel free to leave me a comment, or give the video a like, and subscribe to my channel if you'd like to see more videos from me. And you can also have a personal reading if you'd like one, by going to the description box below. You'll find all of the information in there. Okay, stay safe and stay healthy, everybody, at this time. We're going to move on to pile number 4. Okay, group 4. Let's see. Is it truly over? Oh, sorry, hit the camera again. Is it truly over? Okay, so we have financial and material changes reversed. And the number 5. Prosperity begins, reversed. Solitude, reversed. That is the Hermit, reversed. It could be a Virgo here, or it could be any earth sign. We've got a lot of earth here. Okay, emotional loss. Passion ignited. Spiritual union. Wow. Okay. It's very interesting. A lot of the similar cards are coming out in these readings today. Okay. So I do see at the moment that you are not, you are separated. Well, I mean, that's always obviously because it's, is it truly over? So of course, but you are going through like a strong separation here. And this is like a twin flame or a soulmate connection, and going through that separation right now. I think you've both been away from each other for some time, and maybe you've been in the dark, but I do feel like this could be taking another turn around here. Okay. I think that, somebody definitely felt very rejected in this connection and felt like they didn't know which way to turn, and they felt very, very hurt by this, and it rocked their foundations and their security. And I feel like this, they just didn't feel, somebody felt like they were very on shaky ground. So whether this is you or whether this is them, so, you know, I feel like one person over the other felt very, very rejected and hurt in the past, okay? But I do see that this is in the past, and, you know, this emotional loss here, this pain I see, and I think this is over. Look how many fives we have. So I think there's going to be a big change coming. I really do. There is, you know, however things are right now, things is going to start to move, okay? And I see 2 6s here, okay? So we have the number 6, but we have the suffering and silence card. This is the number 9 in the upright, but I see 6, of course, in the reverse. So I think that things are starting to shift for you. I think there is a new passion for one another. I think there's something maybe that happens that reignites, like maybe you two meet up for a one-night thing, or and I think almost like this separation in some ways brings you closer together, okay? Because I see that you let go of some fear. I see that, you know, you let go of these things that happened in the past, the rejection, the hurt, the emotional loss, the pain, okay? And I feel like then you start to grow, and something very new happens here. Something new is definitely ignited within the two, both of you in your relationship, okay? Oh, and I'm just seeing again, look, number 6 here as well. Wow. You know, we look at the progression from 5. 5 is the change, okay? 6 is then moving on to something more beautiful, and 6 is a very healing number as well. Some people see it as a devil number, but I don't see it that way. I see that it's starting then to see the seeds grow, okay? So I feel like this is going to be slow to start growing and to moving on, but I feel like the change is quite imminent, okay? And I feel like somebody has not been very honest or been truthful about their feelings, and has been suffering in silence and been holding back the truth, okay? But I feel like that's coming to an end now, and somebody's going to reveal their truth. And then we have the victory and success card here. So, you know, I mean, that's as good of a sign as anything, you know, as to whether or not, you know, it's really over between the two of you. But I guess that depends on your own perspective of what you class victory as, you know. Do you class a victory as getting back together, or do you class a victory as moving on healthily away from them? You know, that's your own personal perspective on this. But I feel like, you know, either way, you're going to win here. So, you know, whatever it is, whatever you think the victory is going to be, you're going to have it, okay? So whether that is moving on or whether that is getting back together, okay? So I think that's a really positive outlook on this reading. And that's what I'm seeing. I'm seeing there's a lot of beauty here, and there's a lot of heart, okay? Got a lot of green. There is a lot of emotion and fire and beautiful energy between the two of you. Okay. Okay, so we have the Happy Families card reversed. Appreciation. Number 6 again, 1 and 5 together. The Garden and the Gate reversed. Okay. Well, I mean, this could go so many ways. But I feel like definitely the moment you feel that this situation has completely disrupted your situation, and whether you have children together, maybe you do, maybe they do, or maybe this could have been the dream that you two wanted to have children together, that I feel like it was crushed, okay? With the number 4 here that represents stability, and again we come back to that root chakra place, the stability and security of things, and I feel like that is very much rocked. But then look here, okay, appreciation, number 15, 1 and 6, and 1 and 5 is 6, okay? So again, changes are coming, and I feel like I truly see that you're going to see either them, or you'll see your life in a totally new way, in a new perspective here. I feel like you've been in a place of denial, where you haven't maybe been seeing the beauty of what is out there, and you've only been looking kind of one-dimensionally at things. And I'm really seeing that you will be starting to see things in a new light and in a new beautiful way, okay? You're starting to see the light at the end of the tunnel, and that there is a vast amount of options for you. I feel like you could have options, more than one option, and maybe somebody else that comes in, or of some other goal or dream that you have. I feel like you really get to this point where you're just feeling much better about yourself. You're seeing, it's like you're seeing outside of the box a little bit more, okay? And I think that you're really starting to appreciate the beauty of what you already have and the beauty in things. And I think you'll start to see the beauty in this person as well. It's like you start to appreciate their good qualities. And I do feel like between the two of you, you've taken this time away from each other has made you also appreciate each other even more. You've definitely learned a lot about each other in this time. Okay, I'm just going to pull some angels and ancestors. Great teacher, learn from spiritual experiences. Drum, dream and journey. Magic guardian, unlock the magic within. Absolutely. So this really does help to clarify and relate to what I was just saying, because I feel like I said you're on this journey, and I think that you are starting to see things differently, and you're ascending, to a high vibration. Maybe you're connecting with the divine, but I think you're learning a lot of things, and you're starting to really see things clearly. And I think you're doing some manifestation work, or some literal magic, or you're starting to actually use your powers. Like you're starting to understand your positive traits and what you're good at, and maybe even that you are a teacher. Maybe you teach people in a conventional way, in an unconventional way. Maybe you're even on YouTube, or you do something where you're sort of guiding others, or you're within that realm, or you could be seeking guidance from others, okay? And like I said, you're on this journey. You're looking at things differently, from a higher perspective, from a different perspective, okay? Something very different. There's been a real shift in you, okay? Or there is about to be. Again, with so many fives here, there is a change coming, and you can probably feel it in your bones now. It's like you can feel it in the air. You can think, notice all those little signs. I think you're getting a lot of them right now. You could be seeing white feathers everywhere. You could be, I don't know, you could be getting emails, or take little signs as well. Like if you are manifesting right now, and if you're manifesting something specific, don't get disheartened if you get, or if you nearly get what it is that you want. That means that's a sign that it's working. I'm actually, well, let's see, I'm going to say it, let's see if it even works. I'm manifesting this green chair, this emerald green chair. I'm just thinking about it in my mind. I haven't even seen it, in real life. I've seen different ideas of them, but I've got this idea in my mind of what I want, and I've just put it out there, and I'm just going to see if it actually shows up. Actually it will, because every time I do this it always does. But I've been seeing, I was watching a program last night about fashion, and there was a lot of exactly the green color that I was talking about, now, and that to me was like, that's a sign, it's on its way, it's coming. And when I do receive this chair, I will share it. I will share it on here and let you know how it worked. But yeah, so just listen to all these little signs. If you're getting emails, or if you're getting job offers, and maybe you think, oh, that's not something that I really want to do, or that's not what I want, or it's not working. Like, no, that's a very good sign. You're getting close. So take that as, you don't have to accept it, but take that as a sign that, yes, things are moving. So whatever it is that you're doing, look, notice those signs, write them down, because you are in a very powerful place right now. So I feel like you need to really utilize that energy that you have going on here, pile number 4. Beautiful. I'm going to leave the reading there for you. So if this resonated, I'd love to know how it did. So please feel free to leave a comment. Like the video and subscribe to my channel if you'd like to see more videos from me. I do also offer personal and extended readings, so if you would like one, check the description box below. Okay, so I am going to do the sound bowl cleanse in a moment after I've cleared the cards, so you can stick around for that if you like. This will help to just ground you and clear your energy and help you to feel reset, ready for the day. Okay. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, release. Relax and let go. Thank you so much for watching, everybody. Have a wonderful rest of your morning, afternoon, or evening. Take care.